Felix, congratulations on the wedding. You
Thank you.
must be still buzzing from it. How was it?
Yeah, it's tough to leave a wedding. It was my first one. I've never attended a wedding actually, so the first wedding I attend is my wedding, I guess. So that's how life goes on my side. And then yeah, it was tough to leave. Like it's the moment you just want to stay in. You know, all your family, friends, or my wife. Like it's just such a unique and beautiful moment that it's tough to leave. But at the same time, I'm happy to be back on court, happy to be back on tour. I mean, this is my only Asian swing tournament. I was going to say starting my Asian swing, but finishing it here in Shanghai as well. So let's hope it's a good one.
We saw the ring. How do you make sure it's safe? Like you're got to keep it.
Yeah.
Take it off for playing. And
I was thinking during the whole year, I need to practice with it, see how it feels. Unfortunately, I got a blister as I was practicing with it, so I'm gonna have to, find a way to keep it safe. But I don't think I'll play with it, unfortunately. But I've got a little special bag for it that I'm gonna keep safe in my Babolat tennis bag. So that's gonna be the plan.
We saw that little bag. We got a nice shot of it on the practice court. It was nice.
Yeah. No.
How did all of this fit into your season planning, and was it in a way a nice reset for you?
Yeah, I mean, it turned out beautifully because obviously great run at the U.S. Open, so it's nice to get a break after that. Obviously after an early loss would have been different, but regardless, it was an important year off the court for me. I've been playing obviously on tour for a few years, but this year was special for another reason than the tennis, and for Nina and I, it's a really important moment in our lives to celebrate, our union and celebrate our relationship. We've been together for some years. We met very young, so it was a nice way to celebrate that. But yeah, nice break. It was nice to get away from tennis, and I didn't think about it once. I didn't check any score. I didn't look at anything. I was really, in a different world for that week that I was in Marrakesh.
And that semi-final at the U.S. Open, just such a brilliant result. Being back in a major semi-final. How was it possible? What was the game and the mindset that was needed to achieve this?
Well, throughout the year, first, physically I'm back at a good level. I think the whole year, really. Had to pull out of Rome, for example, but outside of that, knock on wood, it's been really good physically. So, you're gonna need that to go deep into a Grand Slam, obviously, to be very prepared. And then just gaining confidence throughout the season in my game plan. Obviously, I play, I think, pretty aggressive type of game, but that just came together nicely. I found the balance nicely against top players. In the U.S. Open, where I was putting more pressure on them than they were putting on me, and I think the unforced error count was stayed at a good level. So I think I was able to really play at a high level, not only for one match, but really until the end of my tournament there.
You're in a good position as well for the race, or in the race to Turin. Mm-hmm. What's the internal roadmap to get there? How are you balancing trying to get points, but also trying to stay fresh?
Yeah, well, throughout the year, it's really towards the end that I think most players start thinking about the race. You try to, in the first four Grand Slams, pre-US Open, try to make as many points as possible. So you're in a good position. I'm just outside now of the cutoff, obviously, of the top 8. So, the schedule is play here and then play every tournament until the end. But I wasn't really thinking about my schedule for Turin. I was more thinking about the wedding and thinking, okay, I need to do that. I need to, reset. I need to train again to be prepared for Shanghai. I didn't want to rush back into a tournament, maybe risk an injury or not play at a high level. So I took my time, to come here early to Shanghai, prepare, and then we'll see, when I get back to Europe. Obviously, I've played well on indoors in the past, so, hopefully it's gonna suit me again this year.
Brilliant. Thank you, Felix.
Thank you.